Aloha, and this video is to teach about gardening and also about how God can help us when we let go of things in order to grasp on to better things. So what you're seeing right here is a watermelon plant that actually, if we follow this vine, you can see the vine goes here, and the actual plant is here. This is the original stem, and you can see it branches out in several different ways. So some branches are shorter. This one ends right here. There's a trellis right above it. So you can see this one actually is going up the trellis. I actually just moved it there because it was just growing on the ground, and you can see this one goes all the way up here, and this trellis is actually a little bit taller than me, and I'm about 5'5". Okay, so the plant needs room to grow, and these are going to be watermelons. They need room, and they're going to be small watermelons, so they could hang from the trellis, and we could add slings to it to support it if we need to. But if you see this one, it's growing here into the fence. And do you think it's going to be able to really grow to its full potential? Probably not. And it's encroaching on this other plant, which is a Finley onion plant. You know, if these blooms actually do turn into watermelons, they're going to squash this plant. And they're probably not going to, well, they could grow to their full size, but they'll be squashing this other plant. And I'm not sure, yeah, like, where is this one going? Looks like it's going towards the fence again. So in the fence, there's not room for it to really grow much. And if we do have a watermelon here, it's gonna push this fence down, and it's gonna be in the walkway, and it's gonna be a mess. It's not the best way. And so I'm trying to move this, but there's these little tendrils that are grasping on to this fence because it knows that it needs support. But this is not gonna help in the long run. So I want to remove it so that I can put it over on this trellis, which is much more sturdier and is actually created for this purpose, was put there for this purpose. So sometimes you can pull the tendrils, like this one. It's not too much wrapped around, and sometimes you can pull them and they come off. Sometimes you have to break them to get to come off. I try to unwrap them. Sometimes if I gently tug on it, the plant lets go. But this one's not letting go, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to break it off, which is not gonna kill the plant. But as you can imagine, just like in your life, when you're holding on to something, like maybe say a relationship or an addiction to food or something else, you don't want to let go. And when you're forced to let go, it's uncomfortable. There, see, this one I pulled and it came off, so that was good. So then we have more to work with when we go to reattach it. Okay, so now it's hard for me to hold the phone and do this at the same time. But anyway, well, let me just explain what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to turn off the video so I can actually do this with two hands. But so I'm gonna, after I get all the tendrils unattached, then I'm gonna have to stick this vine, pull it through this hole that it went through, which I did with another one, so I know it's possible. And if I do it gently and slowly, then the vine will be intact with all its leaves and tendrils. Now, if I did this really quickly, then some of these leaves are going to end up getting cut off, torn off, I might actually break the vine and it'll be shorter. So if you think about that in terms of life, yeah, if you rush the process of trying to change from one way of living to another way of living, then it's going to damage you. It's going to be painful. You will survive, most likely, but it's going to be tough to recover. It's going to take a long time to recover. Where you do it gently and slowly, with intentionality and mindfulness as you're doing it, then things will be much better. As you can see, like with this nice long vine here, and then it'll be in the sun, it'll get plenty of air, and the more sun it gets, the more it can grow. And just like with people, if you're exposed to good positive things, then the more you can grow too. So I hope this analogy and lesson in gardening is helpful to at least one person. I just thought it would be good to share. And please always give me feedback so that I can grow and help others grow. So thank you.